So day after, I mean, how does it feel? Is it all sunk in?
It's pretty amazing. I didn't really sleep that well last night. Just really excited and kind of nervous that I didn't actually win it, and I had to go back out and play today. But I feel like it's finally, to win our national championship is incredible, and it's definitely been a dream of mine since I was a little girl. And I never wanted to touch the trophy. I've been to a lot of media days and stuff where it sat right beside me and kind of haunted me a little bit. But then to finally pick it up yesterday was just a dream come true.
Yeah, there was so much support. So go ahead.
Was winning this on your bucket list, your career bucket list? And when you check that box, do you reset your bucket list?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This was probably number one on the tournaments that I wanted to win. Just with the amazing support that I receive in Canada, and I'm very proud to be Canadian. So to win our national championship is just so unreal. And yeah, like I said, it was probably the number one trophy that I wanted to lift. And now I'm really excited to play our 5th major of the year, which is just in 3 weeks. Looking forward to the rest of the summer season. Hopefully, get a few more wins, but I'm just really happy with 2 wins this season, and just looking forward to the future.
You've accomplished so much
so badly. How did you contain your nerves on the back nine when people just wanted it so bad?
Yesterday was amazing because I wasn't really that nervous. I felt some nerves on the first tee, but I knew that I could still hit a great shot, and I ended up birdieing the first hole, and I feel like that kind of gave me that little bit extra confidence and momentum. And whenever I kind of had a little bit of a blunder yesterday, I came right back with a birdie or a great shot that kind of restored my faith a little bit. And just like on the back nine, I knew I needed a lot of birdies to kind of hold off the rest of the field, and I was able to birdie 5 and 4 right in a row, and that was kind of a big momentum swing. And I felt like from that moment on, I was just kind of trying to continue to stay aggressive, hit fairways, hit greens, and just hopefully hoist that trophy at the end of the day.
Is it moments that will stick out for you?
I would say definitely 18. After I hit my approach shot into the green, it was awesome shot, 3 feet, and just to hear the crowd kind of go wild, go crazy, and it was like the first time all day that I could really kind of take a deep breath and realize that I'd actually just won. And that was just, that feeling, and just kind of being able to let go, because I've been kind of, not stressed, but I was just wanting to win it so badly, and that was just an amazing moment. And after I made the putt, they sang "Oh Canada," they hailed my name, and all my friends and family, they rushed out onto the green and soaked me with champagne, which I still smell like it today, I'm pretty sure. But it was just just incredible, and I'll remember it forever.
Did you expect to be that emotional? I know you were kind of working with emotion. Did you kind of anticipate that, or was it a surprise to sort of?
Well, it was just such a meaningful event to me. Just something that I've dreamed about doing, and to do it with the amazing crowds, like amazing fans that I had all week. Stepping up on the first tee on Thursday, I didn't expect that many people to be there in Regina, and they were just with me all 4 rounds, and they just seemed to grow like every minute. And just to be there for them, to win for Canada, it was unreal. And the summer has been really tough, and I felt like losing both my grandfathers, they were kind of watching over me yesterday and helping me finish so strong. So it was just, I felt like a great win for my family and for Canada.
Yeah, last year in Pritis, you didn't have the success that you wanted here. What do you feel the difference was, just in the way you prepared and the way you executed, that allowed you to close it out this time?
Oh yeah, I played my first CP Women's Open, I guess 7 years ago. So I feel like every time I've kind of gotten a little bit better. I've kind of learned to embrace the crowd and feed off their energy a little bit more. Pritis, I think I finished T14, which was my best finish at that time. Last year in Ottawa, I finished T12, again, my best finish, and I just felt like I was slowly getting better, getting used to the attention. And then, this year, something just sort of clicked, and I felt good all week, and I just knew something special was about to happen, and I didn't really know how special until yesterday.
Were you finding it frustrating at the National Opens, because you're so much pressure on you and you wanted it so badly? There were times when you were quite frustrated here, weren't you, at these tournaments?
There is definitely a lot more pressure playing here at home in Canada, but it's amazing to know that I have that much support and people are just cheering for me so hard. I definitely was a little bit disappointed with the way I had played previously, but I feel like it was all a stepping stone in the right direction to leading to this win here. And I feel like I learned valuable lessons every year, and it just, now I'm national champion, which is really cool.
Brooke, you're a role model to a lot of young kids, young girls out there. I talked to one 13-year-old whose name is Brooke, by the way,
Yeah.
as well. I mean, what does that mean, that there's probably so many more young girls getting into the sport of golf?
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Over the weekend there was tons of young little girls and boys wearing the Brooke Brigade t-shirts from Golf Town and, just cheering for me, giving me high fives in between tee boxes, and I don't know, just to see their smile on their face, and, when I sign an autograph or take a picture with them, they're just so happy. And I feel like this win will definitely help grow the game in Canada, which is really cool, because that's another goal of mine too, is because I think this game is such an amazing sport that I started playing when I was 3. My great grandmother played until she was 90, and it just teaches you so many valuable lessons. So I feel like it's a great game to kind of pass down to other generations.
Just to see how big it is now, not only in Canada, in Asia, and how much it has grown, and to be such a key figure and be a part of this generation. What's that like, and how special that is?
Oh, yeah, when I was like 14, they started to say I was the face of Canadian golf, which is pretty crazy. But I feel like I've kind of embraced the role a little bit better, as I was saying, every year just getting a little bit better at it. And, I remember being that little girl and having Morgan Pressel sign stuff for me, or meeting Lloyd Kane, or meeting Elena Sharp, and, those moments were so special, and I just try to pay it forward a little bit now.
There was obviously huge support in Regina, but did you know that, like, across Canada, like, almost everyone watched? I mean, how cool is that, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. I feel like Canadians really stick together, and I think that's just another reason why this championship was so important and so meaningful to me, is to win it for Canada. It's been a long time since a female has hoisted that trophy, and I just feel like it was meant to be.
Who's the coolest person that's tweeted at you or sent messages through
Wayne Gretzky texted me last night, so that was pretty cool. He's pretty good. Every time I win something big, he texts me, so that's pretty cool. But the outreach has been amazing. So many people, and I don't know how I'm ever going to thank everybody, but I just, like I said, I feel like Canadians really stick together, and it's really special.
Well, yesterday
It's such a terrible thing, and everybody's so personal with their grief, but how has it kind of affected you this summer? I know it's been such a hard dealing with those losses.
I think because they lived great lives, but it was sort of unexpected, and then they were so close together. So it was, very difficult, but my family is very close and very strong, so I feel like we really helped each other out a lot. And actually, over the last month or so, I feel like I've been playing my best golf that I have in a really long time. I was in contention in Ohio, also at KPMG, our major championship, and at the British Open, I had my best finish. Shot a 63, I guess, 2 Sundays ago, and then finished really strong this past weekend. So I feel like my game's in a really good spot, and I feel that I've handled things pretty well this summer.
Was the biggest ask yesterday of you managing your emotions and your energy when there's so much emotion and energy going on around you? Was that the biggest ask of you yesterday?
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that. I felt like yesterday I just tried to stay really focused, tried not to, let my mind wander too much. I just tried to focus on making birdies and making good shots. That was saying one shot at a time. That's kind of what I was trying to do yesterday, and I feel like that game plan kind of worked out really well. But once I started to make a few birdies and felt the energy of the crowd, then I could kind of run with that. And I feel like this week it was the first time ever that I kind of did run with the energy of the crowd. Like 2 6-under rounds Thursday, Friday, then a really great round on Saturday in tough conditions, and then to shoot -7 on the final round was pretty special.
You accomplished so much in this game in a short period of time, but again, what's on your career bucket list now that you've achieved this thing? What do you want to achieve?
I feel like winning some major championships would be amazing. I have one already, and that was, highlight of my life. And so moving forward, if I could, play well at Evian in just a couple weeks and just kind of test my limits. But I feel like my game's in a really good spot, and mentally I feel like I'm in a good spot as well. So I feel like, anything can happen.
World
You
number
came
one?
here.
Yeah, I feel like that's everybody's goal. The way the rankings are set up, it's kind of difficult if you play a lot, like I do, to reach the number 1 spot. But I made a big climb this past week. I think I moved up to 8, somebody was saying today. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but I'll have to check later. But I feel like if you can win, then you can definitely move up in a hurry.
Would you do what Brittany did, and if you got a sponsor's exemption into a PGA tournament, would you accept it?
I would have to think about it. I mean, it would be an amazing experience, and she handled it very well. But I don't really see that happening in the near future.
What about
Next.
What's next?
This
This week? Well, actually, I'm planning to take a flight to Portland tonight, where I've won 2 out of the past 3 years. So that's been a really solid event for me. That's where I won my first LPGA Tour event when I was 17. So a lot of great history there, and I would, love to win there again. But I feel like it's just really important to kind of celebrate what just happened over the past weekend and take the proper rest.
What about today? How was today? I know it was really cold out there.
Yeah, it's so cold.
Besides the cold, how was today? And meeting all the people and kicking off the shot.
Yeah, it's awesome. This is my first time to this event, but I've done a lot of events with RBC and empowering women, and I feel like it's so important. And they do an incredible job of doing that. So I'm happy that I was able to come out today and support this. Lena Sharp as well, coming from the LPGA Tour yesterday, a great friend of mine. She was very happy to be able to support this as well. But I feel like it's going to be a great week here. Hopefully it warms up a little bit for the guys, because my hand is still very cold. But I think it'll be great. The course looks in great shape.
You've always been comfortable being the face of Canadian golf. It's been a long time, like you said. Was that something that took a while for you to understand? It's not just playing golf, there's a lot of other things involved.
Yeah, I think so. It's always a learning curve, every year out on tour, and, every day basically you learn something new, and I feel like it's an honor, and I'm very proud of that, and hopefully I can just continue to improve as a person and as a golfer and get better, and, hopefully make Canadians proud.
How did you celebrate last night? I think everyone envisions after a big win like that, party all night, blah, 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 but it wasn't like that, was it?
Not really. I did a lot of media, a lot of autographs, a lot of pictures. I didn't really rest too much last night. Then hopped on a plane, came here, and fell asleep sort of early. So nothing too exciting.
What time did your head hit the pillow?
Actually don't even know. Time is sort of crazy, but tried to get to bed pretty early.
You talked yesterday about just sort of having a lockout, the fans, to an extent. That's always been part of your game, is engaging with people. Is that something that you hope you're going to be able to keep in your game going forward? Just that interaction out there?
Yeah, for sure. Especially playing at home in Canada, it's really fun to kind of engage, and when people cheer for you, just to smile and give them a little wave, I think is really cool. And, especially with the younger kids, because I feel like it goes a long way. But like yesterday, I was saying that I maybe didn't do that quite as much, just because I wanted to give it everything that I had, and then hopefully I could celebrate with everybody on the 18th hole, which I did.
It sounds like your mom and dad, your dad and your sister on the course, so happy. We have a lot of things to be proud of with you, but specifically winning that tournament, what was their reaction just after things kind of died down?
Yeah, well, you could see my dad running out with a champagne bottle yesterday. So he was very excited, and I think, as I mentioned, this was very important to me, but it was very important to my whole family, this event. It's our national championship, and it's a biggie. So, to get this win for everybody, because we really work hard as a team and as a family, and I feel like all our hard work kind of paid off.
I just feel like you talked about, I feel like you took a huge step in this tournament, and you've already touched on it, just in terms of managing everything, and what can you take forward from this tournament? What did this tournament teach you that you're going to use? Something new?
Like I was saying, just being able to feed off the energy of the crowd.
But not let it
Yeah,
overwhelm you?
yeah, that was like the first time ever that I was able to really manage that and to be excited, and I was very confident this week, and I had a good feeling, but I also felt like the crowd was supporting me because I was playing so well and I could really keep it going. And I think I also took the proper rest and the proper practice leading up into the event. Other years I felt like I was very tired by the time I teed it up. So this year we tried to do a little bit less, but still, engage with fans and media as much as we could, but also make sure that my body was ready to go.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Congratulations.
Brooke.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.